Hey guys, so before I get started with my topic, I just want to let you know I'm in the middle of basically nowhere, Oregon right now, and in the just out in the wilderness. Well, sort of. I mean, it's a resort area. There's cabins, probably maybe 1,000 people or so in the area, so not exactly the wilderness, not camping in a tent. But yeah, as you can hear, there's a stream behind me going into the lake, just a mile down the road. But anyways, I want to talk about something. Um, that really it's just been burning in my mind for a while, and I just can't believe it. And I'm only 20 years old, and some of you that comes as a shock. I know there's a lot of you out there who think I'm like 15, 16 years old. Um, I'm actually going on 21 this October. Yeah, that surprises a lot. It surprises people who know me personally, and they look at me and they don't think I'm that old. But anyways, um, I just can't believe it. I look back a year ago, and it's like a 1 year just goes by so fast now for me. And now you're saying, well, you're just a kid, like, you know, you're not in your 40s, you're not in your 50s. What are you griping about time going by so fast? I'm complaining about it because it's like, I just, to me, it's unreal how fast things are changing. People are changing. People are leaving relationships. Friendships are starting to just, they either crumble. Some are crumbling while others are growing. Meeting new people every day. And in the past year, I've known people who have faced near death. I know people personally who I've loved who've passed away, and it's just very hard, and I just can't believe, because I feel like I'm in two different modes right now. My main mode is kind of living in the now, trying to relax every day, even though whatever confronts me that day, whether it's like work or anything school related or anything like that. But I always try to keep a positive attitude, and I always try to keep this mentality like nothing should ruin my day, or I'm not going to let anything ruin my day. And then at the same time, at the end of the day, I see what's been happening around me, and who am I not working with anymore? Who have I built a relationship with over the past 6 months, and now they're leaving to work somewhere else, and I'm not going to see them very much? Which friendships are growing? Which friendships have I noticed have been decaying over time? What attitudes have changed? Who has left me? Who has joined me? Who's been born, who's just passed away, and then there's that, and there's that sudden realization at the end of the day, like, wow, things are changing rapidly. There's nothing I can do to stop it. I have no power over many of those issues that are outside of my reach. But then the next day is a new day. In the morning, I act like I'm back in the easy mode. I'm back in the relaxation mode, like nothing's going on, and you're just focused on yourself. I go out. I usually jog now about 20-25 miles a week. I get up, I do a 5 to 6 mile jog in the late morning with the sun out. It feels amazing. That's like one of my highlights of the day, is getting out there and doing that jog. Putting the iPod in, running 5 or 6 miles straight, non-stop. That's where I escape. That's where I feel like there's a constant in my life. And then I turn around and then take out the earbuds, and then a few hours go by, and then you gotta go to work, and and I enjoy what I do. I really do. I work at a coffee shop. at a local Starbucks. I actually enjoy it. I never thought I'd be doing that kind of thing 2 years ago. And then as soon as I started it, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. I mean, I don't work, don't get me wrong, I don't work like with a bunch of bearded hipsters. I work with a wide variety of people of different ages, backgrounds, you name it, political views. It's so interesting. It's not like I'm working at some Starbucks in the Seattle, downtown area or something like that. I mean, it's in Boise, Idaho. It's not going to be that one-sided. If you knew Boise personally, you would know that it's not like deep red Boise, totally all white Republican or anything like that. Boise itself is somewhat of a 50-50 city. I mean, you don't know what to expect. It's pretty diverse in a sense. Okay, but anyways, it's amazing. It's incredible. And I feel like I'm too young to be thinking about this. Like, I should be living more in just focusing in the now 24/7 and not worrying about it. But, I mean, there's people I know who can easily do that. They get into the whole college drinking, partying scene, and they don't care. And I personally, I could never do that, because it's like I can't turn off my brain and not worry about this kind of stuff and not have a care in the world. I can't do it. I try very hard. I've tried for months to just put stuff like that to the side and ignore it, and just always try to have positive feelings and positive energy. And it's very hard, because reality kicks in at the end of the day, and you realize there's a lot more going on around you than you want to pay attention to. And so I know this is somewhat an emotional video. I try not to tear up talking about the part of people passing away, but it's happened, and there's just so much going on. I mean, people, I've noticed recently with many of my friends and colleagues, either right now they're in a decline in their life, whether it's mentally, physically, financially, relationship-wise, just so many things, or they're on the uprise. They're going up. There's people going up, whether you can tell they're more happy. They were probably in the pits the year before, and so who knows what the next year is going to be. Who knows what 2014, 2015, 16, 17 is going to be like, if these people are going to be on a roller coaster. That's what life is. Life is a roller coaster. And so it's not always supposed to be fun. It's not always supposed to be something you should always be positive about. Even on this vacation, I've been having a little trouble kind of being in a vacation mode. I can't. Not on this one. For some reason or another. I don't know. Maybe it's something in the air. I don't know what it is. Okay. Just tell me what you guys think about this. I mean, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I mean, do you feel like this right now, or have you in the past felt like this? Do you, eventually, I think really the only solution is there really isn't a solution. You just deal with it. You get used to it. You have to understand you just can't blow things off. And you just have to kind of just hang on and not get so jolted by what has been going on. And I don't know, maybe I think these are really turbulent years for me. There's so much going on. So much has changed. And I think I'm just going to be going through more. And I think that's what the majority of us are going to go through. I mean, for the rest of life, it's just constant change. We're not around forever. And I've been thinking a lot, before I end this video, I've been thinking a lot about death. And no, I'm not like depressed or anything. I just, knowing people who've passed away and examining their history and what they did with their whole lives, it's like, I go through it and I go, why did they do this? Why did they waste so much time doing that? Why did they work their butt off to do this? And then when they retired, they didn't want to do a whole lot. And I'm like, is that how you want to live your life? It's just either working your ass off all the time, and then you go into retirement into your 60s, and then that's it. And you can't do a whole lot anyways because you're old. And so, and then you get into the whole question, the whole huge, general, broad question about what's the purpose? What's the meaning of life? And at the end of the day, it's like the whole meaning of life, guys, is just to live. I mean, what are you going to do? Whatever. It's, but what that question has also given me is you got to start taking risks. You got to start putting more than just your foot out. You got to be putting your foot forward, 5 times beyond that now. Because there's only so much time you are on here on this earth. You're around here on average less than 100 years. On Earth time, that's nothing. That is like less than a blip in Earth years. I mean, Earth has been around for over 4 billion years old. Take advantage of what you can do and never be worried of change. Embrace it. And I'm trying to do that right now with what's been going on in the past year. So, anyways, okay, wow, this video's gone on for 11 minutes. Alright, so let me know what your thoughts are on this, and thanks for watching.